Hi, I'm Professor Corder. I'm the person who's teaching this Cultural Geography 102 class this semester. I want to go through just a little thing that I think is important to many people, and it's about the textbook. The textbook that we're going to use is free. That's right, it's free. How do you like that? But of course, you get what you pay for. And because of that, there are things in the textbook that really I don't think they cover well, and other things that I wish they would cover. Nevertheless, I'm going with free because I think it's best all in all. And I want you to understand this about the textbook. Because it is free, and in general with all textbooks when you're in college or at a university, here's what is likely to happen and what is definitely going to happen in this class. There are going to be times when, as you read the textbook and take quizzes on the textbook, that what I'm lecturing about and what the textbook is talking about will overlap, just like you can see my fingers are overlapping in some places. But there are other places, like over here where my thumb is at and over here where my other thumb is at, where the textbook's going to be talking about one thing and I'm going to be talking about a different thing, which means you're going to be getting different information from the textbook than you get from me. And in fact, there will be places when you read the textbook where the textbook, get ready for this, contradicts me and or I contradict the textbook. Guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's a good thing in a lot of ways because this allows you as a student to not only take a quiz on something that may very well be a little bit different from what I'm talking about or completely different from what I'm talking about, but also take an exam on what I am talking about. And it allows you to sort through the information. You're going to have to do this anyway throughout your life. And this is a good way to build up those skills. Furthermore, there are going to be times that the textbook uses terminology that I don't use, and I use terminology that the textbook doesn't use, or I use terminology that's slightly skewed from what the textbook uses, but you can tell if you just think about it that this is basically the same term and it's talking about the same thing. This is because in social science classes, it is not unusual that different disciplines or even subsets within the same discipline, like cultural geography, physical geography, world regional geography, economic geography, and all of these different versions of geography, are going to use terminology in slightly different ways. But you're an intelligent person, you can sort through this, and everything is going to be okay. And remember, you're getting this textbook for free. Okay, I just wanted you to know that there's no problems when the textbook and I are not talking about exactly the same things, or if we're talking about the same things using different terminology, or even when we somewhat contradict each other. Okay? All right, let's go.